tip-off to occur. And Yang will nod it back for Reicher. So off we go. First time touch going wide there from Gianca Gonzalez. Claim now for Christopher Herrera. Sayed playing centrally. 8-7-6 showing the early control in the game. So the layoff back for Hassan El Sayed, who does have plenty of indoor experience in his career, the Sudanese youth national team player. Good idea playing forward, well controlled, but it was offside for Shane Malcolm. Just drifted off there. Our final game of the night. Thank you to chat. Thank you to everyone watching on YouTube or Twitch or on the Golazo Network. CBS Sports Golazo YouTube as well. Watching this one. And this clearance there from the goalkeeper, Herrera, will hit off the ceiling. And it will be a change of possession for any means. Actually, there's going to be another ball required. After that one hit the ceiling, might have scuffed the ball that little bit. And on we go. That's Yang, who's posted up here. Very good with back to goal, showing that power, but struggles here by the corner. And it is 8-7-6 who will have possession. So went off Yang last. Nice little layoff there from Victor Claudel, who starts in the midfield, the Frenchman. Malcolm coming inside. Good idea to slip it in behind, in towards Claudel, but just didn't get the trajectory right. And what's been an eventful evening here in Baller League. Midnight Wizards, the only side perfect through 4 games. 12 points from 12. Super Niños had the chance to do it. They were leading into the final seconds, but gave away a late goal to Speed United. Our first draw of Baller League, that one finishing 4-4. And Club 360 led by Drewski with the 3-1 win over M3. And Glitch FC just winning our last game by 6-4 over Odell Beckham's Showtime. Another strike coming in. It wasn't too far away there. Wide there from El Sayed. Well taken. Yang now controlling on the offside line. Yang looking for a window. He gets a strike away, but you can see 8-7-6 covering with numbers there. That's a trip up there right on the offside line. And it was Claudel who was clipped there, just as he was turning on the ball. Here now is Herrera. Lifted over towards Malcolm, has to leap just to try and keep that one in, but he can't do it. Pressure coming. 8-7-6 starting this game well. It does seem as though the idea from any means is get it into a Yang and then allow him to play. Reicher, who played in the Celsius Energy Point. Nearly a slip. Just about getting up and playing Rubertini Eugene.
This is tense, ladies and gentlemen. You can put the tension in here with a knot. Both teams are fighting.
El Sayed. Nice turn here from Claudel, and it's left here from Malcolm. And Malcolm takes the strike on, well denied by the goalkeeper, Alex Bertrand, who is a wild card for the game. Usual goalkeeper, Mikel Ortega, is out for this one. That save, by the way, producing the first corner flag of the game. Square ball. Still a chance here for Othello. Bond, it gets through. And 8-7-6 strike first. Othello Ba, the former Miami FC player, able to get that one into the bottom corner. Might have taken a little deflection on its way through. We'll see it here perfectly from this angle. Yeah, I think it does. I think it does deflect on its way. And any means United find themselves behind once again in a difficult campaign they've had so far. And there's a chance there for Ba as well. That one going wide. For any means United, they've given up 12 goals without reply going back to the opening match day of the season. Yang, though, trying to change it. Yang off the post, and it's followed in. And that goalless drought is over. Neil Welofke at least with the finish. And finally, since the first day of Baller League, any means finding a goal. And once again, those defensive issues a problem for 876. But man, did any means United need that. They're in the game. They've got 2 goals inside 5 minutes. Played now to the left, Ba. That whistle will come. Now on the left, here's Elise, who's just scored and forcing another save. And the goalkeeper's got to get to his feet. The bounce kind could easily have gone out for a corner, but Christopher Herrera himself a wild card for 876. Both teams without their usual starting goalkeeper. And Herrera would have been better served playing to feet there as that one goes out for a kick in on this near side. There's Gianca Gonzalez. Yang does well to get in behind, forcing the save from the goalkeeper. Any means looking sharper in the attack. And really, we've seen so far this season an issue for 876. When they give one up, then all of a sudden it has a cascading effect. Got to get back on the ball and attacking again. Ba for El Sayed. Thought about curling first time, but instead hits it first time with that left boot. It does go sailing over the bar. Little slip there. Sliding challenge, bit of carnage, and now escaping with it is Kane Bryce. And he'll leave it for the strike, and it goes into that corner. And it's the same player for any means. Neil Welofke Elise. He's got a brace in a couple minutes. And any means have the lead. Lost on the opening day against For the Win, any means. But they've been shut out in their last 2 games. Now they have a lead. And 876 are in a spot of bother. And another good step there. This time recovered in the middle by Sean Chin. Another wild card. Out of play and for 876. Chin will go again. Another kick in on that far side. Ba was waiting for it. He'll now get it right in the middle of the pitch. Othello Ba forcing a save. Alex Bertrand just sticking that right hand out. And now that second corner flag will go in their favor. And now, at least who's on a hat trick, goes selfish Giancarlo Gonzalez, hitting it into side netting. Lifted forward, Ba just about takes it out of the air. Well claimed there by the goalkeeper Bertrand. Here now is Elise, who's given so much to the game already. Haven't even had 8 minutes. Herrera. Forward towards Ba. Sliding challenge, missing out there Gonzalez. Ba squaring, but just a bit too much on it. Missed out. That was a real opportunity there for Othello Ba, who will now sub out. Bryce playing back. Now El Sayed leaves it here, a nice turn. El Sayed will now get it back, but left too much of it there to be recovered by Mark Andros. A couple of good challenges coming in from either side. Garro getting stuck in on that far side. Let's lift it forward from the goalkeepers. Nothing really there. Prada will put it back into play, who was the representative for the Celsius Energy Point. Ultimately unable to get 8-7-6, the first point of the season. Long distance there, the strike taken there from Claudel. It's still 8-7-6 play, needing to get back in the game. El Sayed tries, and the block in there from Reicher, allowing an easy claim there for Alex Bertrand. Herrera for 8-7-6. They're one corner away from a penalty. I see those corner flags indicated next to the clock on your screen. Prada playing with El Sayed. It's been a bright spark. Well played in behind for Shane Malcolm. Too much of it there. Gonzalez puts the challenge in. It is the ball to 8-7-6. Gonzalez not pleased with the decision. Claudel, tight roping on the byline. Couldn't quite find the cutback option. Play towards the middle. Yang, so much power, he gets turned. Yang trying to poke beyond the goalkeeper. He tries again on the chip. Two big chances there for William Yang, who shows off his physical presence up front. And the smarts to get into those positions to just lean on the defender. Such a handful up front. Malcolm goes on. Malcolm appealing there on we play. El Sayed and Claudel firing across that face of goal. And out of play. Yang doesn't want to let it ride and fires it across goal. It was there for Reicher, just couldn't get any kind of contact. We are 1 minute away now from the game changer. The final one in the first half tonight. Ba. El Sayed takes aim and deflects once and twice on its way out, and will now have a penalty kick for 8-7-6. And so 8-7-6 will have a chance to equalize then from the penalty spot. And it's Sebastian Prada, who was the representative in the Celsius Energy Point, to equalize, and it's denied by the goalkeeper Bertrand. And 8-7-6, unable to draw on level terms before the game changer. Would have been huge for them to do so. This bottom of the table clash right now looks like it's going any means United's way. Yang helps it on towards Reicher. And it's given as a goal kick. There are lots of appeals coming for a corner. And in the end, it is given as a corner. So first flag in the favor of any means United. El Sayed in the final 15 seconds for the game changer. Too much of it there for Othello Ba to play.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Giancarlo Gonzalez will take his time, put it back into play, give it to the goalkeeper, and it's time now for our first half game changer.
ladies and gentlemen, your first game changer.
Stand tall like Everett. We go higher. It's time to go higher.
It was the one I talked about with Kid Super. It's 3-play time. So we're 3 against 3 for the remainder of this first half. 3 minutes of this 30-second shot clock. And basically the team that starts with the ball will then basically have a 3-on-2 advantage from an attacking point of view. You're looking to create the open chance with your passing. You've got 30 seconds to pull it off. But then if it turns over in live play, there's an empty goal to aim for. If it turns over and it goes out of play, then the team that started as the defending team can bring attackers on and go attacking a numerical advantage the other way. We stay at 3 against 3. There is no change in terms of the number of players on the pitch for the entirety of this game changer. So 3 minutes coming up here. And it's going to be any means to start with the ball as they had possession of it last. And it's going to be Andros who will get us started with Elise and Reicher. Andros into Elise. Get dribbling or he can get passing. I think passing is the idea. Reicher, the goalkeeper, rushing, forcing the save. That one deflects out of play. And it's Any Means United who has the ball. They'll be able to get the goalkeeper back on. So it's a bit of confusion here in terms of who gets on. Goalkeeper is going to have to come off and come on. Okay, so here we go. The confusion reigns, and eventually we get 3 against 3. And coming off is Rubertini Eugene. So because it went out of play in the defensive side's half, it is Any Means once again with the ball to add to their lead. Definitely taking the time off the clock. Reicher, square towards Gianca Gonzalez, and El Sayed can aim for an open goal. El Sayed goes direct and it goes wide. Big chance there. You have to take advantage of the empty goal. They had to evade that initial defender first, which allowed for that just little bit of a bump. So 876 unable to take advantage of the chance. Giancarlo Gonzalez thought about going early, gives to Andros who tries to fire towards that bottom corner, and now 876 can get that line change in. Attackers on, and the defensive players off. So Garro is on, Chin is on for 876. So it's now the numerical advantage. Off goes Chin with some verve. He'll get it back. A hit first time. The block coming in. Giancarlo Gonzalez deflects away. It'll go out for a corner. So one flag now in the favor of Any Means, but they have stopped the goal from being scored. Well handled there. So here we go. Now Any Means looking to add to their lead. Yang on the near side. Well handled here by Ronaldo Romain Belgrove. Yang, first touch is heavy. Got to give it back. Shot clock is ticking down now at 12. Ortiz and Yang have to go quickly. Lines up his strike and Yang just off target. Wasn't too far away. So far yet to see a goal in this 3-play game changer. Chin and Garro. Attacking trio stays the same. Gives it back. Probing. Chin once again back out wide. And back for Chin. And now for Garro. Hits it off the bar. So unlucky there. It was well worked once more. But over and over again, unable these sides to score in this game changer here. So Any Means will try and find something. What about going quickly? Ortiz. And there's that square ball, it's on. He's on a hat trick. At least around the goalkeeper, he just runs it out of play. Could have gone early. Instead he decides to keep running.
40 seconds remaining in this half.
Okay, so 876 will have the chance to shoot. And then Any Means will have an opportunity as well based off of the shot clock. Garro playing with Chin on this near side. Have to engage the defenders and then play. Back out for Chin. Now onto this right side. Good passing. Chin turns in. Well found, lovely passing football there. And Sean Chin is able to draw 876 level. Well worked with Bazais and with Chin. And that's what you have to do, is keep playing and playing and playing, and eventually the tired legs set in, and eventually, well, before we get to halftime, the challenge flag has been thrown. We'll see what for here. So the referee is going to come over and have a conversation here. Okay, so I guess it would be an appeal for offside. But I think that's probably hope rather than correct. So unsuccessful challenge for offside there. And so any means will be without a challenge for the remainder of the game. It's a difficult one for them to take. Goal stand, so it's 2-2. 8-7-6. And so any means will have one last chance to take the lead before the break. They've got to go quickly though. 12 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Ball out wide. They've got to get a strike away. They try. Goal is gaping. I think that'll just take us to halftime. We're tied at 2 going into the break in this game between two teams that are winless so far this season. And any means who led for most of the half will be frustrated to be on terms going into the break. They had some chances in the 3-play game changer, but 8-7-6 have found their way into it. Let's hear the 8-7-6 huddle.
Step, man. Keep your man step and go to fucking line out. All right? Put the ball on the floor in only. Don't track back. We have to fucking bury our turns. We got 3 of them right on top of the fucking 6. Bury them. All right? Going out. Hassan, Jude. Sean, you good? Chin, Vic, and then Don.
Let's go. If it's me or Seba who's holding.
And here's what it sounds like in any means. And while we are here at the half, let's go back to the studio with Suze, Duda, and Elisha.
Man, colorful language.
I want what he's having.
I
want what he's having. I'm not kidding. I need the 876 coach to come over here and talk to everybody in this studio and get us pumped for the last 15 minutes of match day 4.
4 F-bombs in 5 seconds. All right, what we doing? What we doing?
I mean, guys, how about our top 5 goals
Let's do
of
it.
today? Should we take a look back at some of the
it.
highlights? Here we go. Let's run it back. Oh, yeah.
I want to relive
I mean, the
moments.
Midnight Wizards. Are you kidding me?
First goal of the night
They
for Midnight Wizards
remain
there.
undefeated, guys. And then this one from
Like,
Carlos
Drewski's
Danielson
really inspiring, Club 360.
for Drewski's team. Good
Since
Lord.
he showed up, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been bowling.
Unbelievable.
Carlos
another
Danielson.
one.
Oh, there he
there he
goes.
goes.
There
There
he
he goes.
goes. It's not a goal, but it's a highlight. We'll take it.
Jose Quintero.
This was lovely
Hey.
for the Super Niños.
We call that a whoopsie.
Okay. That was a nifty little assist
Luis
there, too.
Felipe Salvador.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh my goodness, some bangers. Some
Loved
bangers
it.
today.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. One of my favorite goals was not there, but that's okay. That was the goal with Midnight Wizards. Anyway, we're ready for the next half.
Maybe after. Maybe
Maybe
after.
some-
All right,
Okay, we'll
let's
see.
send it back to Whitty.
Thanks so much, Suze, as we took a look there at the best moments so far tonight. We got 15 minutes left to play on Baller League Match Day 4, and 8-7-6 looking to get a goal straight out of the interval. It was Garro who took that attempt there. And he steps back to win possession as well. So a nice back and forth game in that first half between 8-7-6 and Any Means. Any Means had the lead for the lion's share of it. Chance going down the other end, and Yang goes down. It's a penalty. And it will be a penalty kick coming up here for Any Means United. There's a challenge that comes in the penalty area, so it is a penalty kick then. And we'll see if Any Means can regain their lead. Yang in the center circle. Won the penalty, now is gonna go try and convert it. For his second goal of Baller League, Yang scores! And Any Means are back in front. Didn't spend too long chasing this one. And they're back in the lead. 3-2 in favor of AMP side. And so here we go. Any Means back in the lead. It was actually 8-7-6 who opened the scoring in the 4th minute, but then less than a minute later, Any Means leveled, and then a couple minutes later, they took the lead, and almost right up until the halftime interval, they had it. Now they've recovered it 30 seconds into the second half. So now, can they lock down a lead? Put it behind towards Garro. A little shove in there by the corner. Claudel, a lot of pressure. Reicher. Just about taken down there was Kane Bryce, but it's turned over. A chance for 8-7-6, and the effort from Claudel was blocked and was forced to be cleared off the line. Chin now. Lead back to Jude Waugh, who's in that defensive line. Directed forward here by Herrera. Gauge the defense and then play. El Sayed off the left side, deflects away. Who's it off last? It is another corner. So it's gonna be a second for 8-7-6. It's gonna be a real lifeline, a penalty kick. They've gotta convert them. Good play there from Any Means out of the trouble. Ortiz, but a better challenge here in there from Malcolm. Garro gets turned. Oh, that hand was out, and that's going to be given as handball. And I think Giancarlo Gonzalez went to ground with every intent of stopping that play. Stuck that hand out. And we see here a 2-minute penalty is going to come against Giancarlo Gonzalez. So Any Means United will be down a player for the next 2 minutes, with the intent of that sliding arm out. So it'll be 4 outfield players and the goalkeeper for Any Means. So here we go. Some confusion about who's going to be on the pitch here. And so it's going to be Othello Ba. Ba takes aim and sends it over. Okay, so we have some confusion here. So it's a 2-minute penalty. There should be 1 player less on the pitch. And the challenge flag is being thrown by the 8-7-6 dugout. And so we had that free kick taken with too many players on the pitch. I don't know if that's going to result in another penalty. So here we go.
He's affecting the game. That's it. It didn't affect the play. It affects the play because he's on the field altering where we can.
And so referees just getting this sorted. It's not going to be dealt with the challenge process. Okay, so here we go. Minute and 53 seconds left. We'll play at 6v5. Wasn't the case during the free kick, but it will be now. Yang off the chest. And now Ba helping it on. And he gets it back. Nice combination. Othello Ba! Well taken there by 8-7-6. The combination play is something to behold here. What a forward pass that was from Sebastian Prada, the Colombian, who combined there with Ba. So now, as a result, it'll be 6v6 again, but the player, Giancarlo Gonzalez, will miss the remaining 1:39. So we're back to level players, as taking aim from long distance, nearly the immediate response. It's another corner. So now both teams will have the 2 corner flags next to their name. So just the 1 player out now. Here's a look at that save required there. Christopher Herrera didn't see it until late. Struck really well by Ronaldo Romain Belgrove. Prada. Just a Bit slow to react there. It's going to be a free kick. Prada.
The tension is high. These players are playing for everything that they've got.
Lifted into the area from Ba, and arriving for the go-ahead goal for 876. Was a real chance there for Jude Wall, arriving into that penalty area. Just couldn't keep his effort in control. Had a flying start, though, to this second half. 7-6 level. Yang trying to give it back to Reicher, but instead 876 need an on-man break. Ba giving it back to Malcolm. Referee says no, and they go quickly up towards Yang, and it's lifted out of play. Malcolm, surprised that one's not given. He's got that wry smile on his face. Now the penalty for Giancarlo Gonzalez is over, so he can re-enter whenever he wants. I'll have to wait for someone to exit. Lifted forward here by Bertrand. Elise, who's on a brace, lifted away. Smashed clear off the wall of the building.
Green ball, guys, green ball.
So the next corner for both teams will result in a penalty kick. Could potentially swing the result. A Yang laying off. Andros hesitating. With that window closed and quickly deflecting out of play. Now a chance here in the area. Malcolm. That counterattack was on, and good challenge in there from Reicher. Oh, Prada had to get that touch right. He was in the center circle, invited the tackle there. Ba in space. His effort deflects away. It's going to be a kick in rather than a corner. Ba fires it in, and there's the tapping from Chin. So well worked. Sean Chin gets his second goal of the game. And Othello Ba catching the any means defense napping. And 876 have their first lead of the game. It's been so difficult for teams to come from behind. That was just so well done. And any means will be frustrated with the defending there. Chin volleying forward. Garro went chasing. Reicher. Yang appeals there for offside, but forthcoming. Elise and Yang. He just fired wide. No touch on its way out, so it won't be a corner. El Sayed. Nice stutter step as Garro in space. Garro stepping forward, and it goes out for a kick in for 876, who have the lead. Prada, good idea, and it runs through for Garro. Tried the square ball towards El Sayed, it deflects away for another corner, so 876 are gonna have the chance to get the penalty kick.
You know what that means. This results in a penalty 1v1 scenario. This is fashion for this tie. 10-7-6, squeeze 2 goals.
And it's going to be Sean Chin, who looks like he's going to fancy it with the spotlight on him. Wants to get a goal here. Runs in on the goalkeeper. Chin, bottom right corner, and 876 have a 2-goal lead. They spent most of this game either trailing or level, and now they've got a 2-goal advantage in their favor with 8.5 minutes left in the game. And Any Means United, who are in control of this game, now find themselves needing to come from behind from 2 goals down to overturn this disadvantage. And 876 playing with some verve as well and some intensity. Bazeist as well to win his side a restart.
There's still everything
Here's Garro to put it back into play.
The glory. Ladies and gentlemen, do not
Herrera lifting behind. El Sayed looking for that third goal lead, and it wasn't far away. Ball was always going away from goal rather than bending back towards it. El Sayed thumbs clear. Stepping forward, Reicher from distance, it deflects on its way through. Could come kindly in the effort. Who's there for Robertini Eugene? This one smashed into the ceiling. It's going to be for any means to restart the play after Herrera lifted into the ceiling.
Shane, double down.
Nice little turn here from Robertini Eugene. Forces a save from the goalkeeper. That one goes out of play. And now a third corner coming here for any means. They will have the chance to get back into the game with a penalty kick of their own. Might need to convert this, given their position in the game. Yang striding forward. Yang fires right into the goalkeeper. Big save there from 876. Now Sayed. Just lifted forward directly at Malcolm. Watches it go over his head. Will be a goal kick for Bertrand. And if you want to come to a future Baller League match day, we play every Thursday. BallerLeague.us for the next 5 weeks. Get your tickets. Enjoy the theater, the Baller League arena. Sayed. Yang leaves too much of it there for Ba. Big challenge in there from Reicher. Just got stuck in. Managed to hang on to it. I went behind to Yang, who will be for 876 to play. A penalty miss could loom large in the game. Just over 6 minutes left here. Any means United have to find a way to the game. Just behind El Sayed. Nice little touch there from Elise into Giancarlo Gonzalez. But he's lost out. Othello Ba can lead the break. Has to go once and twice in on the tackle. Well recovered there from Robertini Eugene. Pokes it centrally. He feels he was tripped, and the referee agrees with his conclusion. It's going to be a free kick over there on that far side. Big chance on here for any means to get something from it. Yang has that powerful left boot to hit the ball with. Yang hits and forces a save from the goalkeeper, Herrera. Rather, it was Bertrand who denies that one. The referee, so from that kick-in position, you can't hit it high. It has to be low towards one of your teammates, below knee level. Here's that effort earlier from Yang. Might have taken a little bit of a nick on the way through, and Herrera was up to the challenge. Moves it forward. Malcolm unable to keep it going. It is a corner for 876. So first since getting that penalty kick. Count restarts. 2 minutes until the game changer. Gonzalez sliding back. Bertrand comes under pressure. 876 still pressing. Love to add to their lead. Little back heel into the path of El Sayed. Hassan unable to find that touch around the other side, so Marshall got to play for a goal kick. Any means have to reassert themselves in the game. In a really good spot at 3-2 and at 2-1. Challenge coming in from behind. It's play on here. Chin losing out. Chin running towards the corner. At the very least, hitting it off of the defender. Right now, it looks as though Any Means are heading towards being the lone team on 0 points. Still looking to open their account. 1 minute before the game changer.
1 minute till the game changer.
Lifted until Claudel challenges for that one. Gabriel measures to hit it. Hits that one with some real power. Well taken, Claudel. That one's out for Any Means to put it back into play. It's actually going to be 8-7-6. We'll have possession. Slid back. Wall. Lifted forward, well claimed there. And going quickly here, Bertrand for Any Means. Chin sticking that boot ahead of Yang. Lifted forward. And it's going to need to be the game changer that switches things up here for Any Means United. And it's time for our final game changer of the night.
Let's take the stage higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everett. We go higher. It's time to go higher.
Okay then, so fair play is what it'll be for the remainder of the game. A reminder of the rules in fair play. Any challenge means that player, or any foul I should say, results in that player being sent off for the remainder of the game, along with either a free kick or a penalty. Other offenses that would normally lead to a 2-minute suspension would lead to an automatic sending off. So if any foul occurs, that team goes down a man for the remainder of the game. So from an Any Means point of view, you're almost hoping that someone from the 8-7-6 team commits a foul. And so we'll see how this game changer affects the remainder of this one. Any Means gonna have to figure something out, even if just to get a point here at the end of this night, get something on the board. A draw would serve them at least a little bit to get some positive momentum going. Played out wide, El Sayed cutting inside. El Sayed looking for that bottom right corner. That went off target. Really, it's almost about creating sort of those confrontational moments from Any Means point of view. Trying from long distance there, a hopeful hit there from Gabriel Ortiz. Qualified for the team via the tryouts held the day before the opening match of Baller League. Lifted high in the air by Zeiss challenge, but it's nodded away. It's going to be 8-7-6 to have the ball. Zeiss will take his time putting it back into play. It's over 2 minutes left. Lifted forward. El Sayed just about keeping that one in play. See there, almost trying to buy a call there. It could prove so pivotal, nearly given away. Garro stepping in, but just about helped out that danger area at the right time. Here's Bryce. Neat skill there from Giancarlo Gonzalez. And there's that strike taken on there by Ronaldo Romain Belgrove. Now Gonzalez.
Open up, Jaka.
Slid to this near side of Yang, having to come all the way back, but neat skill to open up the space. Yang just had a hit son, and he does hit it out of play. Deflects away for Any Means to maintain possession. Giancarlo Gonzalez, decent strike, beaten away by the goalkeeper. Now, here comes the odd man break going the other way. El Sayed takes it alone off the bar, and it's hit up by Zeiss on the volley, firing it wide. Any Means nearly putting this one to bed. 1 minute left. Bryce. And 8-7-6 have it back again. Here goes Victor Claudel. And that one goes out for a kick-in. Nice turn here from Rubertini Eugene. Not much time left. Long distance effort is well off target. And this looks as though the result will hold. And 8-7-6 is going to get their first points on the board this season. Withstood a poor first half. Have responded well in the second half. First time, and there's the exclamation point for 8-7-6. Victor Claudel putting this one to bed. Usain Bolt's team are on the board. They have points in Baller League. 6-3 over Any Means United. And they always look the more likely to score in this second half game changer. Well done there to create that low chance. And there is the victory on the board for 8-7-6. One last strike from Rubertini Eugene. That one goes off target, and there is the full-time whistle. Baller League Match Day 4 concludes with a huge victory for 8-7-6 in this bottom of the table clash. Both these sides enter with 0 points, and it's 8-7-6 who take a victory into Match Day 5 to build on from there. A fantastic result for